Hey, this is Derek from CoreX Training, and today I'm going to walk you through my two-gun belt setup. Having a good belt setup is really important, so I'm going to walk you through mine, talk about what I have, why I have what I have, and some things to consider when you're buying a two-gun belt. So the first thing is you have to consider a two-gun belt is going to hold a lot of weight, especially in comparison to something like a USPSA belt. In USPSA, timer goes off and the very first thing you do is draw your handgun out of the holster and you have your handgun in your hands for the entire course of fire. It's only in the holster really between stages. In two-gun, by contrast, you can have your handgun in your holster during a course of fire, which means it needs to stay where it's supposed to, not fall out during the course of fire, and generally be retained. Now, it all starts with your belt. Your holster is, of course, important, but if the belt can't hold the weight, you're never going to get anywhere. And so I like the Core Essentials competition belt, mainly because of this guy right here. So this ratcheting system makes it impossible for your outer belt to come off of you. So you still have an inner belt, it velcros to the outer belt, and that's nice. You should definitely use it. But with that outer belt ratcheted down on your body, it literally cannot come off, which is awesome. As far as mag holders are concerned, I like the Ghost 360 pistol pouches. The reason I like them is because they are, first of all, they're relatively inexpensive. And they are extremely versatile. So these pouches will hold any double stack single feed pistol magazine that I've ever tried. So Glock, SIG, CZ, 2011 magazines, they'll hold anything. They're also agnostic as far as whether you want to put bullets forward versus bullets rearward. It doesn't matter. And they also come with shells that hold bullets facing out or in. So you get a ton of versatility right out of the box. As far as rifle pouches, I just run pretty simple tacos, and the reason I do that is because I like to shoot a bunch of different rifles in two-gun, and this saves me from having to buy a bunch of different pouches. These tacos will take AK mags, AR mags, Galil mags, some 308 mags. You know, if it's a center fire rifle cartridge in a reasonable caliber, the magazine will probably fit in there, so that's cool. As far as holsters, this is where the other major part comes into play. USPSA race gun holsters are cool, but I wouldn't trust them for running around keeping your handgun in the holster. In fact, I have seen multiple people DQ in a two-gun match because they were using USPSA style holster and they were running around with their rifle and their handgun went bloop. Now, you can take this too far. Some people will run double super duper retention holsters that you need to have a password and a fingerprint lock to undo your gun. I think that's a little too far. So what's the happy medium? To me, the happy medium is something like this C&G outside the waistband Kydex holster. It is a full-size holster. It is very high up and close to your body. So I could do jumping jacks with my Staccato XL in this holster, and the gun's not going anywhere. It's a heavy gun, so it already doesn't want to go anywhere. But with a holster like this, you can ensure that. So you are giving up some speed, but you're doing it for a very good reason. But you're also not getting into some of the silly double retention stuff that you might not dry fire a lot, so you're not going to practice it, so you end up looking a little silly on the clock. So that's kind of the basics of my two-gun belt setup. Like I said, I like the Core belts because of the ratcheting belt system. It's just solid, and it's never let me down. It holds a ton of weight. This belt holds a ton of weight. It's pretty stiff. And yeah, so if you're interested in two-gun or belt setups, drop a comment and let's talk about it. Thank you.